Welcome back to another New World video. This time we are going to go through the April dev update video. It's a little bit of a shorter one. It's roughly about 27 minutes long. We watched this today on the Twitch channel. I'll put the link. Where's my camera? I'll put the link a little bit down below, or somewhere to the left or right of me anyway. If you want to drop a follow on my Twitch, that'd be incredibly kind. If you want to drop a sub on the channel, that'd be nice. But basically, we watched this on my Twitch channel today, so we could do some reacting to it and talking about it a little bit. So yeah, we'll go through it. If you want to watch along in this YouTube video rather than just watching it on the channel, fair play. If not, you can head over to the New World channel and you can watch it there. But yeah, let's check it out. Let's go through some bits and bobs that happen, and let's see what they talk about. Let's check out the video.
I'm your host today, Tina, and I'm joined today with Scott Lane. We're going to be going over a few things in the upcoming world that is New World. Scott, you want to go over a few of them?
Yeah, we have a little event we're going to talk about that's happening in April. We're going to answer some community questions. And I got some fun stats to share with everyone about our first 6 months of being live.
Can you believe it's been 6 months already?
Time flies, that's for sure.
Seriously. All right, thank you so much, and we're going to dive right in.
6 months, boys. We've been playing this game for 6 months. What is 1,000 hours divided into 6 months?
Something that so many people are constantly asking about. What went on in this update? What are some things that are going to come of the...
This t-shirt, not a good corporate fit. What does that mean? By the way, I want one of these hoodies. I really want a New World hoodie.
Update. So today I have Greg and Katie, the two professionals that know so much about it since you guys both had a hand in it. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, so there wasn't any new content in this update, but we did do a lot of quality of life features. My favorite thing that we've put in that I've been asking for quite some time is that when you open the map and you're in a settlement, it's already zoomed into the settlement. I know that there are quite a few players that have been asking for the same, so that has made it in, which is super awesome. I know we have a lot of Greg's favorites in.
We do.
I mean, I guess. You're in a town, you open up the map. All right, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Big changes. Targeted healing is a nice change, so you can individually pick specific players in your group to heal, and I think that's a nice enhancement.
Wait, Jade, is this a big help? Jade, you're a healer, right? Is this a big help? This targeted healing?
Yeah, absolutely. And we fixed more bugs. That's what we focused on really for this one, and I think that's like they're going to see that with the update, so it's really exciting.
Yeah, I think it's really important to find that balance of where we're now introducing more content, but, you know, and I tell people on the forums all the time, like, we're still listening, you know, we're still taking feedback for current issues and how we can make the game much more fun and, you know, just more natural to play. So, and I know, Greg, you work a lot on...
Fun is the big one, because people forget, right, that this is a game, and you are supposed to have fun while you're playing it, do you know what I mean? Is killing 1 million rabbits in order to get this lucky chest fun? I mean, I've killed about 500 or 600 rabbits now, maybe 5, yeah, maybe about 500 rabbits. I don't have this chest yet. Is it fun? I mean, it's quite fun. Every time you kill a rabbit, it drops and you're like, ooh, is this the lucky chest? Like, is this the luck I finally got for this chest? But like, is that fun? I don't know. To some people, I guess.
All of that, you know, you take it very much to the heart. You play the game constantly, so you really know what the players want.
I do. You know, last time I was here, I was talking about this player insights tool too, and how we were taking in-game feedback and forums feedback. Well, we also added Steam reviews to that too.
Oh, okay.
So we have this machine learning
I think Steam
tool
reviews are
that's
mixed for this
helping
game.
gather feedback that we can take action on.
Yeah, you know, something that's difficult for a lot of games is ingesting that feedback at scale, and so we're all the time looking for new and better ways to get the feedback from players in some kind of actionable way. And so Greg talking about like the machine learning, those models are helping us substantially like gather and also parse feedback.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited actually about how many defects we fixed in this.
I thought you were going to say about how many
release.
defects, and I was like, what?
What game are you playing?
I was like, we fixed so much stuff. Yeah, we fixed a lot of defects. I think, Greg, you have some numbers.
We did. So I was in the February developer update video with you, and I said, hey, we fixed 700 defects at that point in time. And you asked me, it's like, well, how do you feel about the build? And I said, well, there's still more work to do. And I think we can maybe do better. Well, we did.
Awesome.
We actually fixed 1,500 defects.
That's a few more.
Since the February update.
Since the February update? Wait, so for the first 4 months, they fixed 700 bugs, essentially? And then since, in the last 2 months, they fixed 1,500 bugs? 1,500? What the fuck? That's a lot.
And we also included 600 minor defects, you know, polish-oriented things.
Yeah.
And 900 more serious things. And it's really added up. I think along with the reduced friction improvements that we've got.
Right, yeah.
You're starting to get this feel of the title becoming more.
Didn't tell us that the February update gave 1,500 bugs. I'll be honest, right? I think the amount of bugs that you find in this game is down to luck or bad luck, right? Like a lot of people, like when Skycud was quitting the game and stuff, like back in November or whatever it was. So many, and it wasn't the only reason, but he was mentioning this bug, and I was like, I've not seen any of these bugs that you guys are talking about. Not that they don't exist, but I feel like a lot of bugs affect some people, and they don't affect masses of other people. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why that is. You'd think if there's a bug in the game, it affects everyone, but I don't know. You know, it's weird. But yeah, every time they do a big release, there are more bugs in the game, but then there are so many more fixed. I don't know. I think it's like a good trade-off. You know what I mean?
More streamlined. Usability's better, performance is better. It's easy. We're getting things out of the way so you can play the game you want to play and the way you want to play with less hassle.
Right.
And I think it's really adding up. I'm starting to get that sense of polish where we want it in key places.
Yeah, gameplay is a lot more smoother and natural almost. You're not sitting there like with a chart trying to figure out, you know, what you need to access the next thing. It's kind of a little bit more, you know, holding your hand and so to speak along the way.
I mean, it still has to be challenging for sure.
Absolutely.
And we definitely don't want like players to deprecate their spreadsheets that they've created because they're very proud of that. And we're proud of them.
Spreadsheets, eh?
That's true.
We would just want them to adjust them just a little bit in ways that favor them and other players. So that's what we're doing. Again, like I'll say it till I'm red in the face. We're trying to find the right balance all the time between fun and challenging. And sometimes that means quality of life improvements like what we're doing with this next update.
Yeah, so I mean, speaking about, you know, the events and the quality of improvement and things to do in game, can we talk about a few of the events that are going on?
A few of the events?
Yes, so talking about like, there was the free-to-play weekends and the double XP, which on the forums players seem to really enjoy, especially for the weapons. They spent a lot of time leveling up weapons they had otherwise ignored. So, you know, I feel like those events have really helped with the smoothness. I used that time
to get all my weapons to 20.
Progression.
Yeah, I would say double XP for sure did, especially for folks that were trying out the blunderbuss for the first time. It's really exciting to get all of those abilities as quick as you can. And with the double XP, a lot of folks got all 20 points on that weapon. So that was really fun to see all the videos that came out of that from players and content creators. But I think that like that's something that we're continuously trying to do and improve on is get like events that the players will find exciting, that will bring new folks to their servers, and then figuring out after that like what's the next new and exciting thing that we can do. It's not to say that we won't have another double XP weekend sometime or a free weekend and free to play weekend sometime, but
you should do a week, not a weekend. A weekend's not long enough for an MMO. I know. Look, I suggested this in loads of my videos and I said it a million times in stream. They needed a free to play. I did say weekend or week or whatever was available. Now, here's the issue that they made, genuinely, right? Like, I think 2 issues. They brought out a free-to-play weekend, right? It's an MMO. What's the download? Like 30, 40, 50 gig? Who's going to download a 30, 40, 50 gigabyte game just to play it for like 2 days, basically, or 3 days, you know what I mean? Who's going to do that? Not as many people. And then also, another mistake I think they made with that free-to-play weekend is it wasn't advertised enough. I think they tweeted it out like the day before. Or maybe 2 days before, or something like that. It was barely advertised. It should have been advertised for like 2 weeks solid, and then released. They should have reduced the amount of servers. There should have been like, I don't know, 3 or 4 servers or whatever. I know they were expecting a lot more players. But then also, another mistake they made with the free-to-play weekend is they brought it out at the same time that so many other games had free-to-play weekends. Football Manager, one of the biggest games we've ever streamed on this Twitch channel, is actually a bit of a meme. It's actually a huge game. It's a hugely played game on Steam. You know what I mean? Sometimes hundreds of thousands of players play Football Manager, and it come out the same weekend as a Football Manager free-to-play weekend, and the same weekend as a Call of Duty free-to-play weekend. Like, I just feel like so many little mistakes were made when they brought out that weekend, you know? It should have been a week. They should have advertised it for longer, and they should have tried to plan it so it wasn't coming out at the same time as all these other games. Football Manager is a 2 gigabyte download. You know what I mean? Call of Duty, yeah, has the same problems with a weekend. Big download, right? It's like, come on. I think they could have planned that better. It was a good idea, just it could have been used better, that's all, you know?
Experience for our current and future players.
Yeah, I took advantage of those events. I'm
shocked.
You know, when the Blunderbuss came out, I have my main on one server. And I really enjoy, actually, our end game experience right now. I can earn like up to 11 orbs a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I really get serious. And I didn't use the level up experience where, you know, buying all high-end armor when you could. So I've been purposely getting exposed to the expertise system and slowly growing my gear score across But I went and created a new character on my manager's world, on my boss's world. And it was great to go through the leveling experience kind of from scratch again.
Right.
And I got to level 30 after a bit of time. But
Dude, you beat this guy?
These refinements that we've been putting in place, it's really making the leveling experience much more seamless and fun.
Yeah.
We've got shrines all over the place. It's easier to work your way through the progression.
Absolutely.
And I'm having a blast. I'm actually a little torn. Do I go play this newer character or focus on the higher end stuff? And that's a good sign.
I had a very similar experience with Double XP Weekend, which was, I have 2 level 60 characters in the weekends,
show off,
and I play both of them regularly. But I had to choose one to really focus on for this time. I can't say because then they'll find out.
Oh yeah, don't
so yeah, but it was definitely tough. But when you get all of those, like the banners that pop up when you get a new ability point, it was just super exciting.
Satisfying.
Absolutely,
so satisfying.
And we understand that those are like moments where like the dopamine hits, and so we're definitely going to have more of those in the future.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I myself have a level 60 that I leveled up in the very beginning during the hype. And then we were actually just talking right before we started this was, you know, I want to start another character, you know, and experience the new level up system and completely.
Yeah, it's been good. I recommend it. I really like it.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
I have another new character that on US East. I'm like just 2-ing up in each region.
Right.
But unfortunately, I got that one after Double XP Weekend. That wasn't planned really well, but it's really cool actually to go and see how the experience has changed.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I'm excited to see the experience from launch, you know, and now 6 months into, you know, all this work.
Totally,
so.
and our previous update did include things that changed that beginning experience. So if folks haven't created a new character since, you know, the beginning of the year or something, try it.
Yeah,
you know, if you don't already have it all, definitely do it.
Yeah. Okay, well, awesome. I can't wait to finish wrapping this up so I could go home and make a new character.
That's right. Get on it, Tina.
Thank you so much, guys.
I don't know. I don't think I'll make a second character. I don't see the point. One character can do everything in the game.
I know you love the events that we bring to you in the game, so here we are. Let's talk about events. We have Phil and Katie joining me, and we're going to go into greater detail of what's going on. Phil, take it away.
Well, all right. We can get started with...
If anybody's up to date with The Walking Dead, Jade, what's this guy's name? You know the guy? This guy reminds me of basically like the new bad guy in The Walking Dead. You know, the guy who walks around wearing a little suit. You know what I mean? He looks really similar to him. You know?
An event that we ran a little bit earlier this year, which was our Double XP weekend, where we gave players double player XP as well as weapon mastery XP. And we got a lot of great feedback from our players and the community that it was a lot of fun. We saw a bunch of people coming in, leveling up their blunderbusses as well as everything else. But it was really exciting to just kind of come in, blast some lost, some withered, and get big bumps on your weapon. And it was a ton of fun. And players of every level had something to do and engage with. So anyway, thank you for all like the positivity you sent us around that stuff. I
enjoyed the Double XP weekend.
We're glad you did too.
I got 6 different weapons at level 20.
Opportunities to introduce those throughout the year.
All right, so along with the free weekend and the XP, we also have another little themed weekend coming up. Can you tell us a little bit more about that one?
And it's more than a weekend.
It's a little bit longer than a weekend.
What is this?
So as you might have noticed, they're large corrupted rabbits invading Eternum.
Oh.
And they, you know,
I thought it was something
I'm not really
else.
sure where they came from, but they are all over the place, and they're dropping heckin' good loot.
Heckin' good loot.
Yes.
Okay, note that down.
Yeah, Lance Hornsby
is
in The Walking
noted.
Dead.
And so it's really cool. So I think we launched this April 12th. Starting from there, for a couple weeks, players are going to be able to earn some diamond gypsum from killing these rabbits.
Okay.
Also, they're also going to be able to earn special like Lucky Rabbit's Foot totem.
Oh, okay.
That'll help them. It's a really good luck consumable. And then there's a very exclusive rare drop, which is
This is what we after, boys.
cool-looking corrupted rabbits chest for their home.
This is what we after.
I love home stuff.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to feel better about killing the rabbits because they're corrupted?
Of course.
Because I still harbor deep regret for having to kill
No.
Stanley.
Stanley, no! I know. Too soon.
Guy from Rabbit's
I had the
Island?
Stanley quest, and I went going to find him on Rabbit Island, and he like came hopping up to me,
It's so
and I could pet him. I can't pet these rabbits, right?
No, you cannot
They are
pet the
corrupt.
corrupted ones. You don't want to harbor
Excellent.
any
Excellent.
Can you imagine if it bit
cute
you?
sentiment to them.
Would I be corrupted?
Anyway, so yeah, don't worry about these. These ones, you know, put them down.
Got
That's what
it.
they're there for.
Done.
Yep.
Kill all of the
and
corrupted
then there's
rabbits. We
That
know
chest
this.
for your house that's very cool, super exclusive. It's only going to be available during this event. And it's a real jackpot moment if you can actually find a rabbit that drops that for you.
Right, that's kind of cool to show off. I'm gonna put it right on my front porch.
Everything goes on my
Same.
front porch.
I want to put it on the
There's
front
nothing
porch.
inside my house.
Yeah. No, just stack it up outside. That's
You don't want to put it inside your house where nobody can see it? You make everybody jealous who walks past your house.
I love going in people's houses and looking around.
You'll have a lot of space in mine.
Oh my god.
More
All
room for
right.
activities.
Thanks, great to know.
painted
All
the
right.
walls with light colors.
Let's move on. All right, so future, let's give the players a little something to look forward to. Are there any events or things that you guys have planning?
Can't say too much. I will say we are hard at work on creating some crafty new fun events in the future.
Okay.
We did announce the summer event coming out, but I think that's something we're going to go into a lot more detail in a future dev video.
Right, we
so
do
stay
have
tuned for
quite
that.
a few big dev videos coming up. So, all right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
They could do little things like that don't take a lot of planning from this game. Every single weekend, Friday through Sunday, they could pick a completely different mob and have it like, you know, drops this certain item more often, or you gain more whatever from this. You know what I mean? You could have little things that don't take any huge update every single weekend. You know what I mean? All around and mix it all up. You know, or give bonuses with different tasks and mix it all up in the game or whatever. They could have that every single weekend in this game. I don't think it'll bring loads of players back to the game, but it's easy to add. You know.
So the community team spends a lot of times on the forums, and there are 3 topics that we see a lot of, including the PvP just in general. We have the 3v3 arenas, and we have the
Look at this guy's face. Why is he so like, you know what I mean? He's got that face of, like why? You see that?
Edition Finder. So let's get a little bit more into detail about what each of those things are. I have Dave, Dan, and Dave with me today. So let's dive right in. Tell me about the current state of the PvP.
Well, we want our next update to be really PvP focused. So we're going to be doing a couple
PC.
things. The first one is what we're calling the PvP reward track. So this is like an overall system that helps PvPers in general. So no matter what activity you do, say I'm out in the open world and I kill Dave, I am now going to get a PvP reward track experience for that.
Okay.
So there's 2 things I'll
okay.
get. One is the XP, which will be sort of like a general progression. So I'll rank up and be able to show
A
off
PvP
my
ranking. We
PvP
need
abilities.
this. We need
The
this.
second thing I'm going to get is a new currency that we're calling PvP salt. So like
I love that.
the
Oh,
salt
I
of
like that. I like that.
Power me,
Yeah, salt.
I'll be able to use that new currency to purchase different rewards. So,
Okay.
and what's great about this system
like
is that
this.
it provides an overall way to reward all sorts of PvP activity, right? So I do an OPR, I'm going to advance in this track. I do a faction control point. I do a faction PvP mission. No matter what I'm doing, if it's PvP oriented, I'm going to be advancing in this.
I like this. I like
Speaking
this.
of cool activities to advance this,
Right.
Dave's
I want
got
all
one
the
of
salt.
cooler ones coming up.
Absolutely. The next best way to get all that salt is to join the PvP arenas. You're going to be able to join up with these from the map. They're
I cannot wait for this.
3v3. best of 5. So you get first to 3 rounds, wins the match. You're going to get lots of rewards for them. You can play with your team, or you can go solo queue if you want to.
Oh, solo
the first
queue!
3 in, or the first 3 out.
It's gonna be so toxic.
You just start filling these matches up, and instant starts up, and you're going to be PvPing and gaining rewards. So it should be
solo queue.
One good thing they have in there, if people are trying to run away a little too much in PvP, which is possible, they're going to have the Ring of Fire start coming in to force the fight towards the end of the match, just to make sure that match.
Like mini battle royale. Okay, okay.
Yeah, these are super fun. Like I love the way our combat shines in this sort of smaller
really mini
scale.
battle royale.
We've already got the big epic wars, but this is like a little more tactical.
No.
It shows off.
Be instant based, Jade. Instant based.
Yeah,
so you can just have like 20 going at the same time.
To really kind of spend some time on.
Yeah.
And then we have the Expedition Finder. You want to go into that a little bit?
Absolutely. We're bringing a Expedition Finder into the game. So, you know, when you're trying to find a party to do an expedition with, you don't have to go to chat anymore. Now you can use this tool. You can make a listing from a dungeon entrance, and then from there you can declare the roles, which are going to be new to expedition groups moving forward.
Yes, this is good.
Say, you know, we really need a healer right now. You can declare damage healer or tank for the expedition.
Oh, that's really nice, actually.
I almost said it, but I didn't say it.
But that's really nice. So you can declare
what did he just do with the coin?
You said a healer, a DPS, or a tank.
Correct.
Okay, and then people can see that when they search. I'm sorry, I'm so excited about this.
This is good. This is a really good update.
You can actually see what role people are, you know, planning to play in the group.
That's right, and you can also check out their stats. You can make sure that they have the weapon masteries and the spec that they need to actually do the role.
Thank the Lord.
So you can check gear score and all that.
Not that anybody would.
No.
Of course not.
Of course not.
You can set your minimum level. And
Such a good update.
Okay, and does everybody have to be at the expedition, or just?
Only the person who starts the listing. Everybody else can just be wherever they are. And
such a good update.
Thank you so much, guys.
I do like this. This is really, really good. No more noobs saying, "Oh, I'm 625 gear score. Invite me to M10." And then you go, "Okay, send me all your gear." And then they either don't send you all your gear, like in the chat, because they don't know how to do it because they're noobs, or they lie and they're really like 623, and then you take them anyway, and then they end up getting you wiped. You know, it'll all end. And remove the spam in chat as well.
Really seriously around here. As you may have noticed, some of our community members spend a lot of times in the forums, Discord, Steam, gathering feedback from all of you players. And I know it's constantly said, "Oh, when..."
I wish they would review, these devs would review my idea for a better way to declare wars in this game. I wish they would review it. I don't think any dev have actually looked at it yet or commented.
Did the devs get to answer? When did the devs get to answer? Well, when they're not actually actively working on the product, I have them in here with me answering those questions. So here are some of the most asked for things. And we're gonna start off with Katie. Katie, people are getting more and more passionate about the transfers, both regional, tokens, server, you know, wanting to transfer to a more active server merges. Anything to do with that? Can you please let us know more about that?
Yeah, so something super exciting is that in our update, we have more of the groundwork for regional transfers, and
this
we'll
could be good.
To open those up soon after. So that's really exciting. I know that a lot.
I'll be honest though, I'm a little bit worried. If any of the big American streamers, like for example Asmongold or whatever, start playing this game again, I'm worried that a lot of EU players will transfer over to the NA servers just to be on the streamer servers. Do you know what I mean? I'm worried that might happen with us being EU. I hope it doesn't, but I'm a little bit worried.
A lot of folks have been interested in that. We've been working our tails off getting that ready, tested. So we're finally in a good spot with it, that we feel confident and are ready to release it. And then we are going to have paid character transfers. So those
my guess is $4.99. This is my guess.
The store again soon after.
I'd pay $4.99.
So
and I wouldn't
those
mind.
are two things that I know folks have been asking about.
Right.
So those are coming out.
Anybody else have any guesses on the
really
price of paid
excited that we
transfers?
finally get to do that.
Yay! I know the players will definitely be happy to hear that. They've been talking about it a lot recently, especially. So
yeah, we just want to make sure that we get it right. Like that's the most important thing to us, is doing it for the players and making sure we get it right.
That's great to
€99
hear. And another topic that is asked for a lot and is getting a little heated right now is talking about weapon balance, especially the bow. Do you want to go over some thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good topic. It's very truthful what the players are saying. You know, the bow is not up to par with some of the other weapons right now. It's something we're looking at.
Oh, the suck ass.
In particular with the fluidity of the bow, the canceling out of your attacks, your abilities not canceling out quick enough, some of the abilities not being super useful, sometimes being rooted, basically what you feel, the lack of translation after you shoot. A lot of these things, we're looking at them right now, the rate of fire and the damage, the overall damage output, so they all kind of go together. It's something we're actively working on. We know there's a bit of an issue there. It was, you know, a little bit left behind from the other ones, especially the magic weapons are a little further ahead of them. And it's not something that we intended or want to have. So that's something we're working on right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for going over 2 of the topics that players have been asking about the most. I appreciate it, and I'm sure they do too. Thanks. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of today's dev video. Scott, can you believe that we're going over so many things and we've been around now for 6 months? It feels like it's been yesterday that we started.
Yeah, just doing these every month has been so fun and such a great way to connect with the community. So, like, we're super appreciative of everyone watching and giving us the feedback. It's great.
Absolutely, yeah. We really do appreciate everybody giving us the feedback on the forums, even on social media. We do read through all of that. So hopefully some of your questions were answered this month. And if not, we're going to be having these videos every month. So we'll be able to go over some of those other questions too. Now, I know you have a few fun stats for us.
Okay, yeah, give us the stats. Let's see.
Yeah, like you said, it's been 6 months and we're Amazon. So we look at data and have numbers, and I thought I'd share some of the interesting ones with you. We've had 33,427 wars fought on a tournament.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
I participated in 4 of those.
Almost 8 million expeditions run, just under.
Sheesh.
The most dangerous enemy, Captain Thorpe in the Depths, has killed 4,830,397 people, and I might be 1 or 2.
The first time I ever tried depths, I was about three levels under the recommended. Yeah, we died a lot.
2 of those. And the big number that kind of makes me cringe is 413 million people have died on the island, and our creative director owns a lot of those deaths, but I think our team owns a lot too, and it's just been fun to be a part of all that with all the players. So,
absolutely, and we're just warming up, right? Just getting started, so.
Just getting started. As a matter of fact, next month, you know, is something we've been talking about. We're going to give you some more detail on our release for PvP arenas and the PvP reward track. So we're pretty excited.
That is very exciting, something that players have been asking for a long time.
Absolutely.
That comes out in May.
So much, and we hope to see you guys next month.
I'll be really, really happy. I really hope that comes out in May. Okay, and there it is, the April dev update. From obviously the new world devs. So again, not the biggest of updates, not the longest of dev ones. I'm not gonna lie, I like the 45-minute ones where you can just sit there and sort of binge watch it, pick up all the info you can. But no, I think all in all, you know, decent update. Not a lot of content like they said, so not too much to talk about here. But what they did mention is some huge things in some ways. Since the February update, they're going to be rolling out 1,500 bug fixes. I think they said 600 major ones, 900 minor ones, something like that. They've confirmed 3v3 arenas, a PvP reward track. They've like 100% confirmed it. I think that's looking like May. They didn't say the word May in there, but they basically said in the next update, so April, May, should be May. They brought out the salt currency. You know, the name of that PvP currency, by the way, I absolutely love. I think that's a great name. I don't know if you guys agree. Comment section down below if you do or don't. But yeah, I really like that. Some of the things that they mentioned, you in the 3v3 arenas, you can go in as like a pre-made group, or you can solo queue. For somebody who done a absolute ton of solo queuing on Valorant, wow, that's gonna be salty. All right, there's gonna be salt everywhere, especially if you come up with some absolute trash teammates, you know. But it's all really, really good. And then obviously another huge one that they've mentioned, which I'm hoping comes out in May as well, or if not May, maybe June. The Expedition Finder, where you can filter on the roll, so your DPS, your heal, your tank, and you can check the stats and the gear score. This is so huge. The amount of times I've run like a Mutation 10 dungeon, and I've said make sure you're 624 or higher. Sometimes they don't even send you all the links of gear, and you're like, okay, let's just go. Turns out they're not equipped whatsoever. They've lied with the gear score. Now you can filter, I want 624 or higher, for example, for M10, or 625 only if that's what you want. And now that once they bring this out in hopefully May, the latest, I think this is going to be really, really good. So yeah, all in all, you know, a good little dev update. Not the biggest of content in there, only 20 odd minutes long. But yeah, there it is, guys. I'll leave my Twitch link again on the screen now. Please drop me a follow over on Twitch. Really appreciate that. Pop in and say hi. We can talk about New World whilst we play it. And then obviously, yeah, drop a sub on the channel as well. And that'd be massively appreciated. And then some comment section down below. What did you think? I just left a little siren video running on the background, something I recorded earlier on. But yeah, so what did you think? Did you like this dev update? Is this poor? Is it, you know, what do you think? Do you like some of the things in there? Did you not like some of the things in there? But yeah, you got the comment section down below. Please use it. Check me out on Twitch. Drop me a sub, and we'll see you in the next one.